Real quick before we get started, I want to say there's tons of news in this video, and if you look in the video description, all the news is laid out there with links to the actual exact spot in the video where I talk about that subject. So if you wanted to click around to some topics that are later in the video and you want to skip some stuff, go ahead and do that. So let's get on. What's up, guys? Nethervvoid here with more War Thunder and World of Tanks for you on Fan Friday. Lots of stuff to cover today. So much. So it's weird. Like I go like a couple weeks without anything to really talk about, and so I don't want to really do a Fan Friday on it. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I should probably do Fan Friday because I want to discuss like a couple things. And then I start making a list, and then it just gets super, super long, and it never ends. And I don't. Maybe I need to really do this like once a week instead of every few weeks. And then maybe this stuff will come out more. Maybe I'm just forgetting about it. So here's a game I had, flying out the Brits in arcade. I am trying to fly more heroic. I always do that. Historical battles, trying to get into them. I usually just let my plane coast, set to ascend when I take off in a game now, and I get up and get a beer or, do whatever I'm going to do because I'm just going to be flying straight up for 5 minutes. So I'm starting to do that. It's helping a lot. So anyway, first I wanted to say thanks to everyone, all my fans and stuff. Every time you click or like or get involved in commenting, that was just really unfortunate wreck right there. So I was trying to do a combat cap. It really helps and shows me that you like what I'm doing, and I really appreciate it, and it keeps me going. Doing YouTube takes a lot of work, which I'm sure I've said numerous times, and it's a lot of fun, but sometimes it is difficult, especially when you have, lots of competing interests like work, family, I don't know, some of you probably have college and a job or something, so you can understand what I'm talking about. You have real busy lives, and so doing something like YouTube, which is pretty much a second job, I would say at least a part-time job, at least 20 hours a week, if not more like 30 or 40 hours a week. It kind of depends on how much you do. So it really means a lot to me that you guys, you like my stuff, you tweet it out, you share it with friends, all those things. It really, really appreciate all that. You get, you thumbs up the videos and stuff like that. But I don't say thanks enough, and I wish I could. I should probably do that more. I really just don't even think about it, I guess. But again, thank you. So also, what I want to do for Fan Friday, since it's Fan Friday, and I used to do this, and I want to bring it back. I think it's kind of cool. Is leave some questions for me if you have any questions, and I'll answer them in the next Fan Friday. Just leave the questions in the comment section right there, and I'll pick out a few to answer. Thumbs up the questions that you want me to answer. That's how I'll know which ones you guys like the most or want me to answer the most. So go ahead and leave some questions in there. But that's the end of that bullet. So real quick, I wanted to point out that these bow fighters are great for hitting bombers. I know people have said that before. It's not a really big revelation if you've played War Thunder for a while. It's something new I've been doing. This is a domination map, so it's really not that necessary, but it's really good to do on ground strikes because it's really bombers that win or lose the game for you pretty much. So it's nice to take them out early on, especially ones that pack the big bombs so that the enemy team can't take out the pillboxes. So that's what I've been trying to do with my bow fighters. I'm trying to unlock all the racks on them. Anyway, back to the news. So just some general gaming news. XBoned, LAWL, FU Microsoft is kind of what the bullet is in this one. They finally gave up on their stupid, always online, no sharing, basically we hate you campaign blitz they've been doing, saying we hate gamers. Basically, that might as well have been their tagline. Xbox One, we hate gamers. They've totally reversed that. Not only did E3 show how crappy everybody. Well, basically, that they already knew that people were saying it was crappy, but E3 showed, without a doubt, even all the media said this is crap. They're posting all kinds of crap about it. And then what really happened is the pre-order numbers came in, and when Microsoft saw that PS4 is out pre-order selling the Xbox One by 4 times, they pretty much said, you know what, we're going to have to do something about this. So they yanked the DRM and all those things that just previously said to Angry Joe that they would not change, and it was going to be in, and it was the future of gaming, and yada, yada, yada. But they did yank it. So also, they also halted their pre-orders. They're not taking any more pre-orders for Xbox One, for GameStop, and I think a lot of that does have to do with now the fact that, this whole thing just basically blew up in their face. So there's a bunch of links in the video description for that news and stuff, and a link to Angry Joe's reply to their yanking of it. It's pretty good, so check that out. Next up, Titanfall looks beeping ridiculous is kind of what I put there. It looks amazing. I just saw some gameplay footage of it coming off Twitter, clicked it, and just it looks awesome. It's basically a mech game and a Call of Duty style shooter game all into one. It's a futuristic game where you can ride in mechs and or basically ground pound with your weapon, and you also have like jump jetpacks that you can run on sides of walls and stuff. Check out the link in the video description for a gameplay video of it and some talk with the developers. It looks pretty awesome. I'm definitely going to be watching it really close. PS4 release leaked as November 3rd, or I'm sorry, November 13th. November 13th PS4 release date. It was actually taken off of looks like an end cap cardboard cutout of a game shop in Europe. I don't know where. Supposedly it's one of the really big ones. Again, there are links in the video description for all this information. So definitely want to get your pre-order down if you want that thing. If you want to get it before Christmas or whatever, if you want to get it for a kid or whatever reason you're buying it. There's also going to be a link for pre-order from the actual PS4 website. So check that out. Cool E3 titles coming to PC. I think it was IGN that did this list of cool titles that they saw at E3 and wondering if they're going to come to PC or not, kind of helping out the PC gamers. Microsoft looking like it's locking a lot of stuff out, doing exclusives only to Xbox One. XBoned dumbasses is what I called that one in my little notes here. And it looked like the PS4 was partnering up a lot with people also going with PC. So I think that's kind of cool. And again, it seems like the whole issue with Apple versus Microsoft in the late 80s, where Apple was so closed and nobody could license their software or anything like that. And IBM and Windows, did tons of licensing and stuff. And so a lot of third-party people made stuff for their systems and all that, and it blew up and they got the market share, and Apple computers basically died off. I know a lot of people still use them, but they don't have the market share they used to. They used to have more than 50% of the market share for PCs, and now it's not even anywhere near that. So there seems like Xbox was kind of going that route, especially with basically giving the finger to gamers and now doing so many exclusives. That really can't help you, because then it's great to have an exclusive to have people want to buy your Xbox, but I think you're really shooting yourself in the foot when someone who maybe when some people have friends where they got a PS4 and the other side, other half of their friends have PCs. Well, now that the game is on both consoles, you guys can talk about it. There's a lot more interaction, social sharing. I really think that's the better way to go, instead of locking everything you're doing almost into some stupid exclusives. That's my take on it. Again, the article is in the video description. Link to the article. Wargaming takes a poll on tourney days and completely ignores it. Apparently, they put this. They wanted to change the tournament days. The tournament runs 2 days a week, 2 hours each day. Correct me if that's wrong. And I think before it was a Friday and then it was a Saturday, which a lot of people can make. Obviously, it's the weekend and people aren't working. People work weird shifts and stuff, especially people that are in tournaments. Usually younger people with odd, weird jobs, not 9-to-5 jobs. So you usually want to cater to that kind of a style. And a lot of people might work swing shift or night shift. But anyway, they took a poll, and the least wanted day was Monday, and that's now one of the days for the contest. I don't understand that, but whatever. It is what it is, apparently, and we just got to live with it, apparently. So check that out as well. So if you like this kind of news, make sure to follow me on Twitter and Facebook, mainly on Twitter, because I get almost my news feed exclusively from Twitter, and so I retweet a lot of stuff, or I tweet stuff out with a reply when I hear about some new stuff. I'm following tons of people in the industry now as kind of a shift on my channel that I'll talk about in a little bit here. But if you like this kind of news, let me know. Please show me in the comment section that you do like this kind of news outside of just War Thunder and World of Tanks and stuff like that. So let me know. And also follow me mainly on Twitter, I think, because my Facebook stuff, I generally don't port everything over to Facebook because it doesn't feel like that kind of a media. Facebook to me feels more like a friend sharing thing, not more like a news stream or some kind of a ongoing ticker. It feels more like pictures and a presence on Facebook, but Twitter is more like just tweeting out your thoughts and kind of having a news feed running or some kind of other feeds going. So it's not really the same experience. But you Facebook users, Should I link my Twitter feed to my Facebook, and basically every time I post something on Twitter, it auto posts it on Facebook? Would you like to see that? Because I can do that. I used to do it, and I stopped doing it. Actually, I don't know if I can since it's a public figure page. I'm not sure if that'll work. So, I guess I can post. I'll probably post a little less of the feedback onto Facebook, more of the big stuff. Maybe I'll do 2 posts a day for that. I'm starting to tweet out about 5 to 7 times a day. Just cool news I hear in the industry, especially since it's so close to E3 and there's a lot of game information, really brand new information on new games coming out right now. There's just, the Twitter feeds are blowing up with all this information that we have coming in. So definitely follow me on Twitter and Facebook and stuff if you want to hear about game news and stuff. So now on to some DG Army stuff. DGA is the clan, or our clans are basically the gaming clan that I run, and really with a huge amount of help from a lot of the biggest fans. They're all officers and stuff, and wow, nice collision right there. That was awesome. I was really trying to take that guy out before that collision happened, but apparently not. So anyway, it's run a lot by basically the officers and all the fans of the channel and stuff, and we all play games together and stuff. And I don't get on there all the time because I don't have super amount of time to be doing that kind of stuff, but I do get on there quite a bit on TeamSpeak and stuff and play with everybody. So DGA has been formed in War Thunder. As of patch 1.31, you can now form clans. So DGA is up and running. Go ahead and look us up on in War Thunder, and I've noticed that you can't go head to head as much anymore and pull out of it. I've noticed the past few days I've been playing, almost every time I go head to head, by the time we're dead, he's dead, I'm dead too, because of now how the damage models work, and there's almost no way to really get your damage in on the guy before he gets his on yours. So I've been starting to pull away a little more, not in this game specifically, but in other games I've been playing, so you should see more of that, me pulling out of it sooner. So anyway, the way we're going to be working War Thunder is going to be a little bit looser than what we've said so far for DGA. TeamSpeak is recommended, and we're still going to be using TeamSpeak. You have to get on TeamSpeak and become active, but we're not going to require it so heavily anymore. And also, we're going to be opening up our TeamSpeak to the public, so that even if you're not in DGA, you can jump in there and play with the fans and stuff like that, squad up, do those kind of things, you know, get involved in something more active, because we're really active on TeamSpeak. Everybody's squatting up and playing together in various games, so it's something that, it was actually Aldeus' idea, great idea by Aldeus, to do that, to open it up. Now we've got our permission set up where even people come in publicly, they will not be able to jack around with us. So there's going to be a link in the video description for the TeamSpeak information. I'm going to set it up right after I record this video, so that way everybody can get on there that needs to get on there, that wants to be public. Also, that's a lot easier way if you do want to get into DGA. Just hop into TeamSpeak and say, hey, I want to get into DGA, how can I do that? And those guys in there should be able to help you. So lastly, for DGA news, DGA will not be doing Clan Wars. We tried it. It didn't work out. We did a very short push on getting more members. That didn't really work. And a lot of the reason for that is because it's not that we don't have the desire to do Clan Wars, it's just that with the changes that Wargaming made, it doesn't help the primary issue why more people don't do Clan Wars, which is how much time you have to invest to actually do Clan Wars and to be competitive. The time you have to invest in that is just way more than, well, most of the DGAers can do anyway. And to be honest, it's more than we want to invest in the game. A lot of us play more than one game, and so investing, you know, basically it takes at least, I mean, if you're really going to be competitive, or you don't have 400 people sitting around waiting to do Clan Wars every once in a while, it does take people that are willing to do Clan Wars at least 3 times a week, if not 5 to 6 times a week, if you consider all the training and practice, grinding out money for gold rounds, whatever you have to do, grinding out your crew and all that stuff. And we just really don't even have the officership for that. And there's not a lot of people out there willing to commit that kind of time. So Wargaming tried to change the tiers up and thought that'd be, you know, that would help, and it's really not helping. They need to change the time investment. That used to be fine back when you only had like one major game like EverQuest, where people only played EverQuest. They didn't play like 2 or 3 games. But the average gamer now is playing 2 to 3 games at all times. Maybe not at all times. And they have a main game, but they put some of their time into other games, and so they don't have the time to play, invest into a tournament style thing 5 days a week like they used to with EverQuest rating and stuff like that. So we're not doing Clan Wars. We try to do it. Also, What Would Patton Do? Try to do Clan Wars as well. I don't know if they're still trying to, but they had basically the same problems as we did, is not enough people with enough willing to invest enough time to do it. So it is what it is, right? Now on to some channel news. I'm going to put a disclaimer out there right now. The reason I kind of haven't been doing as many Fan Fridays as I used to is because I used to discuss kind of on a whim what I wanted to do with the channel and some future things that might show up on the channel, or I thought were going to show up on the channel. And a lot of times that stuff did not end up showing up on the channel. And I felt like that was kind of inconsistent of me to be basically setting up things on the Fan Friday and talking about things and people expecting those things to show up and then them not materializing. I felt kind of bad about that. So in that light, anything I say on Fan Friday as a disclaimer, it's just an idea. It's to get feedback. It could show up on the channel. It kind of depends on how it all works out, especially larger projects as I'm getting into them. I don't know how it's going to turn out. So it might turn out that I don't like this idea I had. Some things sound great on paper, they look great, and you try to go do them, and either they're technologically not feasible for you, or you find out you don't like doing it, and so you don't do it. So anyway, that's the end of this game. I am quite a ways into my news here, so I think I'm going to switch to a World of Tanks game I just had, and then if I need more, I'll probably just play another War Thunder game. So let's check this game out. Really helped that I flew a lot of gold planes in this game. You're going to see 3 deaths, 4 kills. Not the greatest game, but look, I had 7 assists. 8 assists would have got me, again, that huge medal. I really wish I would have got one more assist. But 29,000 credits, not bad. So anyway, hold on a second. I'm going to flip over to some tanks. So this is a pretty good game I just had, and it's fresh off the press on Runeberg Encounter. I wanted to show you, I did get my T110 for those of you who were on the stream. It's a pretty awesome tank. I haven't played it much because I've been so busy with some other stuff. Just luckily, nothing bad about my wife, but she always tries to talk to me while I'm playing tanks or planes, like right when I'm in the middle of the match, and so it really it just frustrates me because I'm concentrating. It's not like Minecraft where I can pause it or I don't have to concentrate that hard. Like this game, I really have to concentrate because I want to make sure, there's a you know what I mean. You play this game. You can't have people asking you questions and trying to hold a conversation with you while you're trying to play a tier 10 heavy tank. It just doesn't work out. So, again, kind of just luck of the draw getting Super Coco in here, as well as the other DGAer, who I don't know as well. Turbo Tanker. I don't know if he's new or what. I've not seen him as much in TeamSpeak, I don't think. But anyway, kind of cool to have them in the game with us. And a lot of people in this game don't... they're basically trolling. You'll see in the chat. Watch the chat. So... back to the news here. So anyway, like I was just saying, disclaimer, the long way around it is I might say something and I might decide not to do it. So that's just kind of the way it is. So my big project I'm working on right now, I'm basically almost done with the research on, at least the general research. I'll be doing more detailed research on it coming up at the end of this week here, is I'm going to be doing game reviews. Now, I've done some first impression videos in the past on different games like Hawken and whatever other games, Path of Exile, stuff like that, where I play a game for a few hours, then I put up a video on my first impressions on it. This is going to be basically that on steroids, where I'm going to play the game, hopefully all the way through when a game first comes out, and do a proper review on it, have categories and stuff like that. And I'm going to try to do it in front of a green screen and just kind of get crazy and do some comedy stuff and just see how that works out. I've got a few ideas in my head for how I want to do it, and it should be pretty awesome if it turns out like I think it will. But it's going to be a lot of new stuff that I'm not used to doing. Like I'm going to try to do. Some of my ideas have to do with a little bit of animation and stuff like that. So we'll have to see how that turns out. Definitely the biggest project I've ever worked on, and the most technologically savvy project I've done. Let me know what you think about me doing game reviews. I'm talking about like probably one I would have done. Let's see, a PC game review. Man, off the top of my head, I can't think of any games that just came out that I wanted to do. I really wanted to do The Last of Us, but that's a PS3 exclusive. Like, if I had a PS3, obviously, I'd be doing that. That would be one of the ones I do. Metro Last Light would probably be a review I would do. Just different reviews like that. Really stupid shot on that scout there. Shot a little too early. Got it kind of cocky and thought I was going to hit him anyway. And then I lost my chance. So, anyway, so tell me what you think about that. the categories and points are going to be down in the video description. Basically, I was going to do it on a 100-point scale. Well, it's actually be a 10-point scale because that's what most people are used to. And so each category is basically worth 1 full point. Basically, and also leaning very heavily on gameplay. To me, gameplay is the most important feature on any game. So the categories reflect that. So check that out. Let me know what you think. Any categories you think are missing or stuff that you might think is missing, how you might review games. Kind of some bad shots here on these guys before I figured out kind of how I wanted to shoot at these guys, but really great support. Let's look at it real quick by my squad mates here. Well, they're not my squad mates, but my clan mates. Really great support from these guys. So let me know what you think about that. They're going to be probably called Nerd Rage Reviews. Also, let me know what you think about the title of that. Again, kind of adding a lot of comedy in with game reviews. Hopefully doing as in-depth reviews as I can so you guys know what to expect from the game without giving away a lot of spoilers and stuff. Again, not walkthroughs, just reviews. Should you or not buy this game, what I thought about this game, if it's good or not. Also, I will be going back to a video release schedule on this channel. For a while I dropped it. Reason I mainly dropped it before is because I was putting out so many videos. I wasn't really worried about what days they were coming out, but I've noticed that not having a schedule is making it hard for me to remember to do stuff like you know, strategy videos and stuff like that for World of Tanks and stuff. Those are really dropped off. So I'm going to go back to a release schedule. That's also in the video description. Let me know what you think about the release schedule, and also some gaming news and stuff, videos on gaming news and things like that. So this one's pretty much over. I'm going to have to pick up another War Thunder game to talk about the rest of it. Actually, I'm almost done, so let me just talk about the rest of it real quick here. Coming to the end here, we got the Nethervvoid Let's Play channel, which is also linked in the video description. It's staying with no schedule because it's just kind of a on-the-side project, kind of, because I'm not really sure about it, and it just kind of releases videos as they come out. It's whatever games I happen to be playing that don't really fit in with this channel. Also, should I move DungeCraft back to DGnet channel? I really think I would like to do that because I think a majority of you guys do like Minecraft. It's one of the only non-combat series I did that actually garnered quite a bit of views and had a good following. So I'd like to move it back. I also will be just basically do Season 4, Episode 1 over again with a new mod pack, DGA mod pack, but I probably won't start out with me just showing you the world. I'll probably just jump right into it. I'll show you the world real quick, the seed and everything, and then I'll probably just jump right into making machines on Episode 1. So let me know if I should move it back. I think I kind of should, because most of the DungeCraft stuff is here anyway, and a lot of people like Minecraft, and even somebody was telling me, yes, please, because I can't really watch both your channels. I'm subscribed to tons of other people, so I only really watch your main channel. So also check out Plague Inc. for the lulz. You're seeing a picture of it right here. My first virus was Aldeus. It's a tablet game that I just picked up on my new Kindle Fire because, you know, I got money, man. I'm rich. So anyway, this is way over. Let me know what you think. I need tons of feedback on all this stuff, and I'll check you guys next time. Hopefully next Friday.